Okay. Yung pre-trial, you agree with that? Yung sinasabi niya dapat may pre-trial.
Tinanggal ko.
At tinanggal niyo. Bakit po?
Kasi hindi ba pang delay siya? Pag sinabi trial shall forthwith proceed, tanggalin na. Wag natin let us not consciously add some preliminaries. Because sinabi trial shall forthwith proceed eh. So, as much as possible, wag na ako magdagdag o mag-imbento ng proceeding na mas will push back trial.
Okay.
So, I am not recommending that the pre-trial or a preliminary hearing or conference be placed in the Senate impeachment rules. But, ito na lang, aaminin ko rin, but upon motion of any of the parties or even both of the parties and approved by the body, part na ng buhay ng court yun.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Tila tutuluyan ni Senador Coco Pimentel itong si Sara na makonvict at mapatalsik sa kanyang pwesto. Bakit ko po ito nasabi mga kabunyog? Dahil po mga kabunyog, inatasan po kasi itong si Pimentel na gumawa ng bagong draft rules ng impeachment trial ni Sara. At dito binanggit niya na wala na daw preliminary trial at diretso na ito sa mismong trial. Para raw mabilis ang pag-usad ng nasabing proceeding at mahatulan na agad itong si Sara. Anyway, para po sa iba pang detalye ng balita, panoorin po natin ito.
Ang huli na ako ay willing siyang tumulong sa pag-draft ng rules. Na wini-welcome ko ang kanyang alok na tumulong mag-draft ng rules.
Handang tanggapin ni Senate President Francis Escudero ang anumang tulong sa drafting o pagbabalangkas ng rule impeachment. Ito ang inihayag ng mambabata sa gitna ng ulat na nais ni Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Coco Pimentel na maging bahagi sa pagsasaayos ng rules. Nauna nang inirekomenda ni Senate Majority Leader Francis Tolentino bumuo ng isang special subcommittee para sa naturang aksyon. Sang-ayon naman si Pimentel sa suhestyon ni Tolentino, lalo anya at 5 silang abogado sa Senado sa ngayon at baka wala anyang choice. Ngunit hintayin niya muna ang official assignment para dito at pag-uusapan sa staff. Hindi rin naman tutol dito ang tagapangulo ng Senado.
Pwede naman, wala namang problema yun. Pwede niyang gawin yun, karapatan gawin yun, may kapangyarihan siyang gawin yun. Ulitin ko, anumang pag-aaral kaugnay ng rules, dapat ginagawa na yan ngayon. Anumang hindi pagkakasundo tungkol sa rules, magandang mapagkasunduan na ngayon. Para pag nag-resume kami, ay mas smooth na, mas swabe na yung prosesong gagawin namin.
Paglilinaw naman ni Escudero, panukala pa lang ang babalangkasin na rules of impeachment. Aaprubahan pa rin anya ito ng plenaryo o ang impeachment court kapag nagbalik sesyon na ang Senado sa Hunyo.
Lahat ng ito ay pag-aaralan pa ng Rules Committee dahil sila nga magrepresenta eh. Pero nandun pa lang kami sa stage na lahat ng inputs kinukuha namin at ipapanukala namin sa kanila. At ang hihilingin ko sa Committee on Rules, ipresenta ito lahat sa plenaryo.
Muling binigyan diin ni Senador Escudero na pinapayagan lang ng konstitusyon na humiling ang Senado ng special session kung mayroong urgent legislative matter.
Ngunit kung magpatawag nga ng special session si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr., duda pa rin si Escudero na magagawa ito ng Senado.
Pag nagpatawag ng special session, wala namang choice ang Senado at ang Kongreso. Ang tanong lang ay kung magkaka-quorum dahil nga nasa kalagitnaan at kasagsagan tayo ng kampanya. At dahil yung kalendaryo inaprubahan ng matagal na at maliban sa mga nangangampanya, lokal man o nasyonal, so hindi lang re-electionista, ay baka sila iniwala dito. Depende kung kailan papatawag yan.
Nanindigan naman si Escudero na wala sa clamor o pressure ang bawat hakbang nila kaugnay ng impeachment case, kundi kung ano ang sinasabi ng batas, maliban na lamang kung maglalabas ng kautusan ang Korte Suprema.
Okay. Tama ba yung sinabi ko, kayo yung kaisa-isang nangungulit sa mga colleagues ninyo na dapat simulan na itong impeachment trial, hindi ba?
Pati si Senator Risa, dalawa kami.
Pero kayo nauna, di ba? You formally wrote the Senate President.
Yes.
Okay. Yung bang letter na pinadala niya sa Senate President, was this formally replied to? Nagkaroon ba ng response dito? Formally?
In writing hindi, pero nakapag-usap na rin naman kami. So narinig ko na yung pronouncement sa media at saka nakapag-usap kami personal.
Anong sinabi niya sa inyo?
And then yung pagkatapos namin mag-usap, nag-double down pa siya na talagang, di ba naglabas pa siya nung kanyang schedule, timetable. So, mas nagmatigas pa ang Senate President. So, ibig sabihin nun, wala kaming meeting of the minds. I was not able to convince him, and likewise, he has not been able to convince me.
Ano po bang basa ninyo, Senator, kung bakit ayaw talagang simulan agad-agad itong Senado, itong impeachment trial?
Hindi, ayoko mag-speculate. Sana ini-interview nyo rin sila para
susunod. Susunod si Senator Cheese after March 10. Pumayag siya after March 10.
Okay. So, tanungin na lang natin sila. At saka, sana tanungin natin isa-isa ang mga senador kasi apparently, and it looks like the position of the Senate President has the support and the backing of the majority because no one is complaining. Diba? No one is expressing a contrary view aside from the two of us, Senator Risa and myself. So, wala na yun. I think we can safely assume that the majority members are supporting the position of the Senate President.
Does it mean na it's a foregone conclusion na talagang masusunod yung kanyang temporary calendar for the impeachment trial?
Kung walang magbago ng isip, yes, yun na yun.
Mukha po bang may may pagkakataon pa o chance na magbago ng isip ilan sa mga colleagues po ninyo?
Since no one is, as far as I know, no one is even commenting on the issue of the impeachment trial. So looks like it's not even in the radar or in the list of their priorities. So kung ganyan, if you treat it that way, hindi mo siya iniisip, hindi ka nagko-komentaryo sa so-called burning issue of the day, so looks like no one will change his or her mind.
Does it frustrate you that this is the demeanor of most of your colleagues po?
Well, I think this is really an honest difference in opinion or in interpretation. So be it. Ganun naman talaga. May mandato ako, may mandato din sila. So, respeto na lang sa kanya-kanyang nakuwang mandato sa taong bayan.
Okay.
And Christian, siguro kailangan tanggapin ko rin na even in this issue, looks like I'm also in the minority. So they are seeing something which I do not see, and I'm seeing something which they do not appreciate.
Okay. Ang isa ko nadidinig na komento, baka daw kasi malakas ang loob ninyo na pasimulan itong impeachment trial dahil patapos na yung termino ninyo. Ibang mga colleagues nyo seeking re-election. Kumbaga, they're looking still far ahead of their political futures or fortunes. Anong sagot nyo po doon?
Well, itong timing naman kasi ng impeachment, hindi ko naman kontrolado, hindi na namin ito kontrolado. So, ininterpret ko lang yung Constitution. Nung dumating na yung impeachment articles, tinignan ko yung Constitution. So, immaterial yung term ko rito. So, it's really just my reading and my understanding of the constitutional provisions as well as our existing impeachment rules. Kasi nakasulat din sa impeachment rules namin that should we have legislative matters to consider, we should suspend them in favor of the impeachment. So, kitang-kita natin na we should really prioritize the impeachment.
Okay. I think that is very clear, no? Pero pag-usapan natin yung hamon sa inyo ng isa sa mga colleagues ninyo, and I think you accepted that challenge and you're now drafting the Senate impeachment rules. Tama po ba?
Halos tapos na nga. Halos tapos na. I mean, kasi the Senate rules are not really the issue. I mean, the existing rules of the Senate on impeachment or sitting as an impeachment court has already allowed the successful processing as well as successful conduct of at least one impeachment trial. So, I mean, hindi siya problema Successfully siyang nagamit to finish an impeachment. So, if that is their only challenge to me, tapos na po. Nagawa na namin yung Senate rules. May draft na po ako.
Gaano katagal yung inihanda ng inyong opisina at saka ninyo po?
Galing ako doon nung Monday sa opisina, galing ako doon kanina. So, 2 days. Ayos
2
na.
days. Ano bang sige, patulan muna natin kung talagang dahilan dyan. Actually, I agree, hindi naman dahilan dyan yung Senate impeachment rules, no? Pero what refinements did you put in the draft? Ano po yung sinasuggest ninyong mga improvements po?
Well, improvements muna, there are some entries there na medyo unclear. Hindi ko maintindihan paano i-apply sa real life, so tinanggal namin 'yon.
Like what?
Well, yung shall take proper order. Meron din ibang entries doon na 2 times mini-mention yung final question. And hindi nyo ito maintindihan, Christian, unless binasa nyo, aralin nyo talaga yung rules eh. 2 times lumalabas yung final order na concept sa isang sentence, so it doesn't make sense. There are a lot of things there which do not make sense, so inayos ko muna. And then, yung trial calendar will be set by the impeachment court. And then, meron kaming in-anticipate namin yung anong tawag mo doon, yung magko-crossover siya from the 19th Congress to the 20th Congress or Senate. That should be no problem. Ilalagay ko as a separate rule that that is no problem, that should the trial continue after 12 noon of June 30 next following an election, so we just have to suspend the trial until after the new members of the Senate have taken their oath, not only as senators but as members of the impeachment court.
So, senator judges. Okay.
Judges, and then should there be a new Senate president, then the Senate president should take his oath. Ganun lang, parang klarong-klaro.
Wala kayo nakikitang legal impediments doon sa konsepto o prinsipyo ng pagtawid from the 19th to the 20th Congress na impeachment trial?
Para sa akin, madali kong na settle o na justify sa mind ko eh. It's a court. The Senate will sit as a court. So the court continues its existence. The court will just welcome new members. Walang problema doon. It's just like the Supreme Court or the CA Court of Appeals Division, Sandigan Bayan Division. Nag-change po ang membership ng division, pero tuloy-tuloy yung caseload nung division. It's the same caseload.
As well as the presiding officer. So hindi issue kung mapalitan si Senate President Jesus Escudero ng ibang Senate President in the middle of the trial. Pwede po yan.
Yes, mag-take lang siya ng oath, and then from that point forward, siya na yung, kasi the rules will refer to the presiding officer eh. Yun. And the presiding officer can even be the Chief Justice in case the impeached official is the President of the Republic.
Yes.
Diba? Ganun yun eh. Ganun yun.
In trouble ba yung position po ni Senate President Jesus Escudero, yung kanyang pagiging Senate President, kung sakaling madaliin niya ito? Do you see that as an issue?
Kung sakaling madaliin niya, I don't think so. I think he's secure kahit anong mangyari. I mean, wala akong, even before the impeachment or kahit ngayong may pending impeachment na, wala akong nararamdaman na ugong or I don't hear anything about anything connected with the Senate leadership, unless they're keeping me out of the subject matter, kasi minority naman ako eh.
Hindi, pero iba kasi yung dynamic sa Senate, siguro para alam na rin ng mga viewers po natin, no? Kahit minority kayo, kukunti lang kayo dyan 23 lang kayo out of 24 senators. So hindi naman mahirap namin madinig kung kahit paano.
Wala. Nothing at all. Zero, as far as I'm concerned.
So hindi kaya lumalabas na issue dito talaga yung election. Dahil busy sa election yung ibang mga colleagues.
Oo nga, pero well, yun na nga, that's why sabi ko nga in one of my interviews, sabi ko I'm appealing to my colleagues to recall our oath of office. Diba? Before we discharge our functions as senators, we took an oath of office. Sabi doon, we will faithfully discharge the Constitution. That's why I'm interpreting the Constitution, or I'm explaining what I found in the Constitution and the conclusion. What is the inescapable conclusion? Yun eh. Trial shall forthwith proceed in the Senate, and then sa Senate rules pa, should you have legislative matters, suspend them, prioritize the impeachment. So ang tanong, so when is the best time to start the impeachment? When you don't have legislative business. Hindi ba? Di ba? I mean, what is the conclusion? Wala na iba.
Okay. Sige, pag-usapan natin. Kasi sa iba, pinagdidebatihan pa po ito, no? Because of the timing of the transmittal of the articles of impeachment last day ng session. In a recess, paano ba dapat pasimulan yung isang impeachment trial, which is far different from your normal legislative work?
Okay, pero first time kasi ito. So, I cannot cite historical precedent or practice. So, ito na lang yung understanding ko. How do we comply with the constitutional mandate or order or instruction. So therefore, we will convene. Sasabihin ng presiding officer namin, the Senate is now convened as an impeachment court. Tapos, tatanungin ngayon namin yung aming Secretary of the Senate, who is now the Clerk of Court, do we have any business? Sasagutin niya sa amin, yes, there's an impeachment impeachment complaint or articles of impeachment filed against a certain official. This has been docketed as case 1-2025. Then call the case. Sasabihin ng presiding officer, let's call the case. Parang kami na rin yun, we are the court, except that since we are a group, so we are a collegial body, we have a primus inter pares, we have this presiding officer. Pero parang kami yun. When the presiding officer makes a decision or makes a pronouncement, we will assume na kami yun. We are the ones, unless someone objects, yun. That is our voice also. So ganun lang po yun. Ako, that's the way I believe that we can comply, because we cannot say that it's our duty and then sabihin natin we cannot do anything unless we are called to a special session by a stranger or a stranger to our institution or someone who does not belong to our institution. Paano nangyari yun? How can that be a duty and yet we cannot comply because somebody we need the action of somebody who is an outsider to our institution? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to interpret it that way.
Oo. Tsaka diba yung sui generis nature ng Senado as an impeachment court, para mababaliwala kung kailangan outside force like the President's intervention in terms of calling a special session, hindi po ba?
Correct. At saka, hindi nga pwede yun because the Senate himself or herself, the President of the Republic of the Philippines is himself or herself an impeachable official.
Correct.
So, imagine a case na the impeachment case is about or involves the President. And then you are on a break. Then you expect that impeached official to call your dependent on that impeached official to call you to a special session so that you can proceed with his or her impeachment. It doesn't make sense.
Pwedeng gamitin yan pang hostage, diba? Kung ang ma-impeach naman ay yung nakaupong presidente, kung kakailanganin na siya yung magpatawag ng special session. So dito sa argument, by the way, doon sa mga hindi familiar, baka magduda kayo, ano ba pinagsasabi ni Senator Coco? Senator Coco, abogado yan at bar top notcher. Yan, kasi baka may mga hindi familiar sa background niya, no? Okay, so dito, para matuloy, makonvene yung Senate Impeachment Court, yung bola talaga na kay Senate President Jesus Escudero. He's the one that should call the impeachment court into order. Parang gano'n?
Yes, pero kung wala rin quorum, wala eh. Ako naman, I will admit that. Pag walang quorum, wala. Nothing. You cannot conduct business pag walang quorum. So, the Senate President, kaya nga kanina, at the start of our interview or your program, sinabi ko nga, it looks like he has the backing of the majority. And he knows that even if he calls for even that caucus na rin request, kung hindi niya tinawag, because maybe he knows already that we will not be able to attain a quorum.
Okay. Kung ganito, hindi ba blatantly unconstitutional yung ginagawa po ng Senado bilang isang kapulungan? Kung sinasabi ng konstitusyon, shall forthwith proceed with trial. Pero ito, ang daming factors na pwedeng banggitin o dahilan na pwedeng gamitin ng Senate leadership. Aren't you guys, whether you like it or not, you're part of the chamber, violating the Constitution?
That's why I'm calling them. That's why I'm calling for a caucus, and then after the caucus, should I be able to convince them, then we will convene without need of a special session or waiting for the regular session. So actually, that is my point. We should comply with our constitutional duty. Pero dun sa mga taong bayan na interesado sa issue na ito, you do not need to pressure me because that is my understanding. I'm ready, willing, and able. We have to pressure the other members of the Senate to agree to convene the Senate now as an impeachment court. So yun ang importante.
Yung hindi pagko-convene, hindi ba siya blatantly unconstitutional kung malinaw naman yung letra ng Constitution po?
Yeah. Ako nga, that's why I'm calling on my colleagues to remember our oath of office. So yun na nga, nag-appeal na nga po tayo doon. So, si Senate President, I believe that, kasi I'm not reaching out to my colleagues kasi I don't want to, work behind the back or do anything behind the back of the Senate President. So when I want to communicate with the majority, I will course it through the Senate President. So I believe pati yung caucus, I believe he tried siguro, but ang feedback siguro sa kanya, we're not interested. We are not interested, or we cannot attend, or we will not attend. So pointless to call for a caucus where there will be no attendance.
Opo. Kasi ang inisip ko rito, Senator, this might send a dangerous precedent in the sense that pwede palang gawing optional ng mga senador itong impeachment trial kung abutan ng recess. Kahit ang sinasabi ng konstitusyon, dapat agad-agad. Hindi po ba?
Kaya nga, this is now the example or the experience that we can cite. So, mag-isip tayo. I do not know the remedy. Kasi the Senate being a political body, the remedy is actually pressure from the people.
Okay, public pressure. Okay. Pero yung other remedy, because you belong to one branch of government na co-equal with the two other branches. Proper remedy ba yung pagtakbo sa Supreme Court? Para naman puwersahin yung mga senador na gawin yung kanilang mandato under the Constitution. And actually, there's an existing petition to that effect.
Christian, pending na yung case, ayoko mag-comment, pero of course may opinion ako doon. Pero ayoko na lang sabihin.
Di ba natin pwede pag-usapan yan?
Ayoko na sabihin, pero hayaan ko ng Korte Suprema. I believe kung ano man yung decision. I believe na yung decision ng Supreme Court, yun yung tamang decision. No? I believe alam na nila yung sagot. ang
ingat nyo naman, Senator. Nagkikwentuhan lang tayo rito eh.
Ayoko na pangunahan. Anyway, ano na lang yan. Let it be. Tingnan na natin. Gusto ko rin malaman how the Supreme Court will resolve it. Tingnan ko.
Pero in terms of jurisdiction, you agree na meron jurisdiction ng Supreme Court?
In terms of our citizens running to the Supreme Court, diba? Going to the Supreme Court, resorting to the Supreme Court procedure. Okay yun. I mean, that's available to the people. Pero gano'n naman yun eh. Then the Supreme Court will decide kung meron silang jurisdiction, pwedeng under the law or the rules of court, clearly wala silang jurisdiction. Pwede din na sabihin, this is a political question. Hintayin na natin.
Sige, hintayin natin. Pero yung isang punto naman, yung pagpunta naman ng kampo ni Sara Duterte also sa Supreme Court para ipatigil naman yung impeachment trial. Pwede ba siyang dumulog doon, sabihin itigil yung trial?
Yung thought processes ng court to resolve that first petition will be the same thought processes for the Sara Duterte petition. Ganon din. Whether or not is this a political question? If we involve ourselves in this question, can we enforce it? Yan mga ganon tanong.
Okay. Pag-usapan po natin yung tentative calendar na inilabas ni Senate President Jesus Escudero. Magsisimula pa lang siya June 2. Diba yun yung oath-taking? At magiging parte pa kayo nun. At kung masusunod yun, July 30. Actually, baka the following day pang araw, sabi niya, yung start ng mismong trial. Ano ba nakikita niyo mga complications or problems kung masunod itong calendar na ito after elections pa?
Well, ang main objection ko naman nun is not against the calendar. It's about the start of the proceedings. The June 2 is almost February, March, April, May, June. 4 months after the filing. So that's not forthwith proceedings already. Yan ang aking point. Pero yung June 2, okay na. June 2 niya, June 3 mag-oath, June 4 summons, 10 days, June 14 sasagot na. Depende sa rules namin kung may reply kasi ang dinadraft ko, Christian, wala nang reply. Answer na lang kasi kayo na nga, ang House na nga ang nag-charge eh. May articles of impeachment na kayo eh. That should have been very comprehensive already, and then the impeached official will answer, and then go na.
Wala nang rejoinder, mga ganun.
Wala nang reply rejoinder. Dapat yung articles of impeachment comprehensive na yon, and then yung answer mo comprehensive na dapat.
Okay. Actually, ito, no, may mga naisip akong complications yan eh. Lalo pag tumawid yung impeachment trial po from the 19th Congress to the 20th Congress. What could stop the new set of senators from questioning the rules that were adopted by the previous set of senators? Di ba pwede pong mangyari yun?
Pwede, kasi nandun sa dulo natin, ang last rule natin is how to amend the rules. So, it can be amended by the court itself. But anyway, Christian, yung ating namang proposed rules, they're so general and familiar already with the stakeholders in the court system, in the judicial system, the practicing lawyers. I mean, walang out of this world naman doon. So, kung meron nga silang i-amend doon, so be it. But there is a provision on how to amend the rules. Parati naman ganun eh. Oh.
Pero pa nagsimula po ba impeachment trial? Pwede bang palitan yung rules in the middle of the trial?
Oh, I mean, sometimes nga may motion doon, i-waive mo nga yung rule, pwede. Yung requirement na isang rule, pwede mong i-waive eh.
Pwede yan.
Pwede lahat yan. Basta ganito, basta we will not prejudice the interest of the impeached official, to be fair. Yun.
Okay.
And then also, we will not also make it more burdensome for the prosecutors. Kasi at the current state of the laws, of the rules, nag-comply sila eh. And then, sasabihin mo, tapos hindi natin pwedeng biglang dagdagan ng requirement na hindi na compliant yung final nila. Hindi natin gagawin yun.
Yun nga, parang nagsimula na yung basketball game, tapos biglang nag-usap-usap. Lagyan natin ng 4-point shot, hindi 3-point shot lang. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun ka-problematic, hindi po ba?
Hindi pwedeng gano'n, pero kunyari nag 3-point shot, stepping ba o hindi, pwede nang i-waive yun.
Okay, tama. Basta hindi out of the ordinary yung requirement.
Nakuha yung analogy natin.
Yes. Okay, eto. Kasi iniisip ko yung calendar. Di ba, pinag-uusapan dito, shall forthwith proceed. Yung trial po ba, ano ba ibig sabihin ng trial by definition? Yun ba yung talagang nililitis na or can that refer to the preliminaries? Kunwari yung mga submissions.
Ang ginamit kasi, trial. Okay. Pero pwede mo sabihin the proceedings. The proceedings shall forthwith proceed. Okay. But no matter how you read it, trial man or proceedings, still we are not complying. If the present Senate is not complying. Kasi pag sinabi mong proceedings, sana na-observe mo na yung summons, pina-answer mo na, tapos naggagawa na kami ng court calendar, ganun sana. Pero ginamit ng Constitution trial, mas stricto pa. Diba? Ako na nga, gusto ko na nga maging liberal na proceedings, shall forthwith proceed. Pero ito trial. So, if it's the trial and there are some preliminaries before the trial, therefore, gino-joke ko na nga yung speed mo dun sa preliminaries, speed of light. Kasi yung trial mo, forthwith di ba?
Tama. Dapat mas mabilis pa.
Mas mabilis pa.
Universal speed limit po sa kaalaman ng iba. Light, speed of light, universal speed limit, no? Teka, kung hindi kasi inisip ko, doon sa calendar po ni Senator Cheese, anong gagawin ng mga senador between now and June 2? Kung yung mga
aral.
Puro aral.
Mag-aral, maganda.
Parang summer class na yun.
Basahin na ang articles of impeachment. Daanan lahat ng ebidensya nakakabit.
Hindi ba nag-aaksaya ng precious time yung Senado po rito? Kung 4 na buwan puro aral, kung yung preliminaries pwede nang gawin.
That's the point. Yun na nga, because si Senate President, and I believe that he has the backing of the majority, I believe that his reading is that the Senate cannot take cognizance of any article of impeachment filed unless the Senate is in legislative session. That is what I get from his pronouncement. We have to be in session as a legislative body. So, kaya nga yan ang basic disagreement ka namin. Kaya nga ako sinasabi ko, there is a legislative session, there is also a court session. Iba yun.
Oo, magkaiba nga. Precisely.
But apparently he disagrees na ang kanya, we can only have that separate life form na court kami, but we have to start as a legislative body. Yun ang kanya.
Okay. Yung pre-trial, you agree with that? Yung sinasabi niya dapat may pre-trial.
Tinanggal ko.
Tinanggal niyo. Bakit po?
Kasi hindi ba pang delay siya? Pag sinabi trial shall forthwith proceed, tanggalin na. wag natin let us not consciously add some preliminaries because sinabi trial shall forthwith proceed. So as much as possible, wag na ako magdagdag o mag-imbento ng proceeding na mas will push back trial.
Okay.
So I am not recommending that the pre-trial or a preliminary hearing or conference be placed in the Senate impeachment rules. But, ito na lang, aaminin ko rin, but upon motion of any of the parties or even both of the parties and approved by the body, part na ng buhay ng court yun. Motions can be granted by the court.
So pwede nang yung mga marking of evidence, pwede nang gawin yan sa actual trial. Wala na mga pa.
Pwede nang gawin sa actual trial, but kunyari sa court calendar, makita natin may gap naman na let's say 10 days o 15 days. So pwede na rin mag-order ang impeachment court. We are flexible enough, Christian. The court is flexible enough that we can now pass an order directing the clerk of court, the Senate Secretary, to call the parties for the marking of evidence. So pwede naman yun, it will not waste the time of the court, then it will not also delay the trial. Pwede lahat yan.
Bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog.